Everybody, I am back. Welcome back. Harsine Comics talking about DCeased. Today, I brought with me Unkillables issue 2. Spoiler alert for what's coming, but I am warming up my dingin' finger. Just a quick reminder of what was happening in the Unkillables. Jason Todd, Cassandra Cain, and Commissioner Gordon wound up in Bloodhaven in an orphanage with a bunch of kids and a bunch of villains, including Deathstroke, the Creeper, Bane, Solomon Grundy, Lady Shiva. They're all on an island with Vandal Savage trying to wait this whole thing out and take over the world afterwards. That's about it. Commissioner Gordon is talking again. There was a door that had been closed with a bunch of infected inside. They're like, hey, should we deal with this? And they're like, nope, that door still remains closed because Gordon doesn't want to go in and kill everyone that's in there. Then they hear on the radio, it's Lois Lane over the radios again. She's like, hey, everybody, we have 2 rockets. We're sending people out into space. We got one in Themyscira. We got one in Gotham. See if you can get to them. Jason Todd's like, that's just in Gotham. We could get it. And Commissioner Gordon is like, we can't. The 3 of us cannot protect 43 kids all the way to Gotham. Like, that is too great a risk. We turn off the radio. We tell these kids nothing. We don't tell them that their heroes have just abandoned them. We're gonna stay here and take care of them. Over on the villain island, Mirror Master is talking to Lady Shiva. He's like, hey, found you, daughter, because he's Scottish. Trying not to do the accent again, but it slips out. She's like, oh, take me to her. So they go through the mirrors. Lady Shiva finds Batgirl, Cassandra Cain, because that is her daughter. He's like, okay, hey, come with us. I've got an island. You'll be safe there. Get out of here. She's like, no, I'm protecting these kids. Take these kids, and I'll go with you. And Shiva's like, no, I'm going out on a limb just bringing you. So no, I'm staying with the kids then. The 2 of them actually get into a fight. Jason Todd breaks up. He's like, I'd love to see how this plays out. He gets kicked in the face for his troubles. Lady Shiva's like, whatever, Mirror Master, take me back. You had your chance. Screw you. Batgirl's like, well, I'm kind of sad, I guess, but it is what it is. Of course, they go back and Vandal Savage is like, what are you doing? Why are you using Mirror Master like that? He can't be going here and there. He can't get infected. We kind of need him. And he's getting really pissed off at Lady Shiva, and Lady Shiva's getting pissed off back. And then Deathstroke is like, hey, why don't we all just take a step here? Calm down. And they're like, yeah, you're right. Let's calm down. Everybody calm down. And Vandal Savage is like, Deathstroke, I gotta let you in on something. Why don't you come here? And then Deathstroke's daughter, who, if you can recall, Rose, can see the future sometimes. And she's like, that's not a good idea. And Deathstroke's like, it's fine. I got this. Walks into a room. They see Creeper tied to a table with his ribcage popped open. He's like, hey, how's it going? And Solomon Grundy punches Deathstroke in the face and knocks him out. He wakes up. He's on an operating table. And Creeper's like, hey, you got double-crossed too, huh? Wow, this is crazy. And Vandal Savage is like, the 2 of you have healing factors. You guys are immune to this whole zombie thing. So I'm going to kind of, tinker around in there, find out what makes you tick. But before he gets too far, he gets a sword through the chest. And it's Deathstroke's daughter. And she's like, why are you double-crossing somebody that can see the future, you dumbass? So they get everybody up and they start going, and he's like, hey, get back here. And they're like, nah, we're not going to stop. Something's coming for you, because I can see the future. He's like, what are you talking about? He's like, I don't want to ruin the surprise. He's like, I am 50,000 years old. Nothing surprises me, but the wall blows out, and zombie Wonder Woman is standing there. And Vandal Savage is just like, oh, Wonder Woman's a zombie. And you know what she does? She grabs Vandal Savage, and she rips him in half. So everybody's attacking Wonder Woman, and she's like, bing, 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 because they're all using guns, and she's blocking the bullets. And they're like, okay, Mirror Master, get us out of here. And he's like, yeah. And he kind of gets everybody out of there. And then Leonard Snart, Captain Cold's like, I'll hold her back. You guys go ahead. And Mirror Master's like, well, I'll come back for you. And Leonard's like, yeah, you damn right you're coming back for me. And the next thing we know, all these bad guys have jumped to that same orphanage because, like, Mirror Master just had it ready to go. That's where he was most recently, so that's where they went. Grundy's like, oh, and some kid's like, ah. And then Creeper's like, whoa, 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 he's not a zombie. Well, he is a zombie, but he's our zombie. It's fine. And Mirror Master's like, hey, I just gotta get back and get Leonard, okay? So he does, but he pops back there. He sees Wonder Woman sitting there, and then he realizes far too late,
holy crap, Leonard's a zombie!
And he bites Mirror Master. So of course Gordon and Jason Todd and Cassandra Cain are like squaring off against all these bad guys, like, what are you guys doing here? And they're like, whoa, I don't know, this looks like a good place though, what's going on here? Let's all just calm down, we gotta get through this together, right? They do, they come up with a meeting and like, how many kids are here? And like 43, and then it's like, oh, that's a lot of liabilities, says Deadshot, and Deathstroke's like, actually, I think that's a good start for a little army. And Commissioner Gordon is like, what? We're protecting these kids. And Deathstroke is like, we can't really protect them from this world. We need to teach them to live in it. So we have to train these children how to fight and survive in this world. Commissioner Gordon is like, no, they're kids. We're not doing this. Deathstroke actually pulls him aside and says, listen, Gordon, I don't want to lead this little army, okay? If I don't step up and lead this army, Bane will do it. Nobody wants Bane to lead this army. So you need to lead us. And Gordon's like, why me? And Deathstroke is like, because you led the entire GCPD in a city that was full of filth and you held that city together? He reluctantly agrees to train these children and to take care of them. You know why? Because Commissioner Gordon has a glorious mustache. Now, I'm sure you might have noticed my little mustache I'm growing here. It's not as much as I would like. It is for Movember. I'm not going to take too much time here, but men's mental health is something that isn't as talked about. There is a stigma around it. And it's like, oh, a lot of men do suffer in silence. And Movember is doing a lot for charities towards that, for men's mental health, prostate cancer, testicular cancer, a lot of stuff that is just affecting men, and it goes unspoken and untalked about. And I don't know, you can look into it. Everybody knows what Movember is. You grow a mustache for the month of November to raise awareness and whatnot. I actually do have a Movember page. I will have a link down in the description below. Here's a QR code that you can scan on your phone or whatnot. If you have a couple of bucks and you want to donate, that would be really great. I appreciate it. I don't go out of my way to ask for money. I don't ever actually ask for money on this page for anything. This is for charity. If you have a couple of bucks kicking around and you want to donate, that's awesome. If not, let's get back to the comic. First things first, and everybody wants to say, hey, what's going on with this door with all these zombies in there? And Commissioner Gordon's like, well, no. And they're like, listen, like right away, they made Commissioner Gordon in charge, and then they just kind of step all over him. Like, you don't have the stomach for this. Get out of here. Go make an excuse to the kids for what the noise is. And all the hardened bad guys kind of go in, and they just blow everyone away. Jason Todd goes in with them, and right away he does see one little boy, and that boy is Billy Batson, who we might know better as Shazam, but he's stuck in his human form, and, you know, they kill everyone in that room. And then from there, they start the teaching. It's a little montage that goes over 3 months. Lady Shiva is teaching some hand-to-hand combat. Deadshot is teaching some marksmanship. Creeper is teaching how to make quips in combat and whatnot. Cheetah is specifically teaching everyone how to take down Wonder Woman, which could be very useful, actually. And actually, all these villains are growing a lot closer to these kids. There's one little girl that calls Cheetah Good Kitty, and she's like, well, nobody else can... You don't see anything. No. But she actually likes it. And, you know, Grundy's growing attached to the kids. Everybody's kind of growing attached to some of these kids. Jason and Rose are actually hooking up. They're having a life here. Like I said, it's been 3 months or so, and everybody's forming a life. Till one night when Bane is out on patrol, and he's walking around, and then Ace the Bat Hound is like, ah! And Bane's like, what are you talking about, Ace? Like, what are you doing? Calm down. I'm a good guy now, kind of, whatever. But portal opens up behind him, and Mirror Master comes out and scratches Bane across the back. Then everybody panic ensues. They're like, what? Something's going on. And all of a sudden, Mirror Master is popping through mirrors and he's grabbing kids left and right. But Deadshot goes up and stops him, but Deadshot gets his feet cut off and killed through a mirror. And everybody's kind of just huddled together. They're breaking all the mirrors in the room. Like, what the heck is going on? And Cassandra Cain comes in. She's like, Bane is infected, but he didn't come at me. He ran right past me. And Commissioner Gordon's like, why would he run right past you? And Commissioner Gordon goes out and sees the doors broken down. And he's like, oh my God. And he looks out and sees why Bane ran right past her. Bane ran right past her because Bane wanted to do something bigger. Because Bane has ripped open the walls outside and let the infected into the orphanage. Anyway, you should probably check back tomorrow to see what happens there. I'm still Hossman. There will be a video tomorrow, don't worry. Yeah, subscribe so you don't miss it.